1991. A year that would be etched into the annals of history, not for its technological advancements or cultural milestones, but for the eruption of a conflict that would reshape the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East and beyond. The world watched in a mix of horror and fascination as the conflict in the Middle East unfolded on their television screens. News broadcasts were dominated by images of military tanks rolling through desert sands, explosions lighting up the night sky, and the faces of civilians caught in the crossfire. Saddam Hussein, the authoritarian leader of Iraq, made a bold and aggressive move by invading the small, oil-rich nation of Kuwait. This act of aggression did not go unnoticed, and it set the stage for what would become known as the Gulf War. The invasion was swift and brutal, with Iraqi forces quickly overwhelming Kuwaiti defenses. In response, a coalition of forces from around the world, led by the United States, began to assemble. These coalition forces were determined to liberate Kuwait and neutralize the threat posed by Saddam Hussein's regime. Military equipment was mobilized, soldiers were deployed, and aircraft carriers and fighter jets were prepared for the mission ahead. The stakes were incredibly high, and the outcome was far from certain. In military command centers, strategists and leaders pored over maps and intelligence reports, trying to anticipate the enemy's next move. The tension was palpable, and the faces of military personnel reflected the gravity of the situation. Amidst this volatile theatre of war, a small elite unit of the British Special Air Service, or SAS, was preparing for a mission that would take them deep behind enemy lines. These soldiers, known for their exceptional skills and bravery, were tasked with a mission that could turn the tide of the conflict. Their code name was Bravo 20. This unit's mission was shrouded in secrecy, and their objectives were critical. They would have to navigate hostile territory, gather intelligence, and carry out operations that could disrupt the enemy's plans. As they moved stealthily under the cover of night, the fate of many rested on their shoulders. 8 men, hardened veterans all, formed the core of Bravo 20. Their leader, Sergeant Andy McNabb, carried the weight of responsibility for their lives and the mission's success. Their objective to infiltrate Iraq, sabotage enemy communication lines, and gather intelligence on Scud missile launches. Success meant disrupting Iraqi operations and providing vital information to the coalition. Failure meant certain capture or death. Under the cover of darkness, Bravo 20 boarded their Chinook helicopter. The roar of the engines filled the night air as they lifted off, the Iraqi desert stretching before them like a dark, unforgiving sea. Landing in enemy territory, they disappeared into the night, their mission commencing with a cloak of secrecy and danger. The Iraqi desert was an unforgiving environment. The sun beat down mercilessly, the temperature soaring to unbearable levels. Sand, fine and relentless, infiltrated everything, a constant irritant. Water was scarce, every drop precious. Bravo 20 pressed on, their resolve tested with every step.
Contact! The ambush that changed everything. Tension was high as Bravo 20 moved stealthily through the desert. Suddenly the silence was shattered. Gunfire erupted. An Iraqi patrol had stumbled upon their position. The SAS troopers, outnumbered but not outmatched, returned fire with deadly precision. A fierce firefight ensued, the air thick with the smell of cordite and the sound of bullets.
Section 6, Evasion and Escape, a desperate flight for survival. Outnumbered and outgunned, Bravo 20 made the difficult decision to withdraw. They melted into the darkness, the enemy in hot pursuit. The relentless chase took its toll. Equipment failed, supplies dwindled, and the men grew weaker with each passing hour. Their situation was desperate, their survival hanging by a thread. Section 7. A lonely trek to freedom, Ryan's incredible journey. During the chaotic escape, the team was split. The mission had gone awry, and amidst the chaos, Corporal Chris Ryan found himself separated from his unit. The sound of gunfire and explosions filled the air, creating a scene of utter pandemonium. In the confusion, Ryan was left to navigate the treacherous terrain alone, with no clear direction and no immediate support. Corporal Chris Ryan found himself alone, separated from his comrades. The vast expanse of the desert stretched out before him, an unforgiving landscape that offered no solace. With limited supplies and dwindling hope, Ryan had to rely on his training and instincts to survive. Every step was a challenge, every decision critical. The scorching sun beat down on him, and the nights brought a biting cold that sapped his strength. Injured and hunted, he embarked on a grueling solo journey across the Iraqi desert. His body was battered, his spirit tested. Each day was a battle against the elements and his own physical limitations. He had to stay hidden from enemy patrols, often taking refuge behind dunes or in the sparse vegetation that dotted the landscape. His injuries slowed him down, but he pressed on, driven by an unyielding will to survive. His determination was unyielding, his will to survive fueled by the memory of his fallen comrades and the hope of seeing his family again. The thought of his loved ones gave him the strength to push through the pain and exhaustion. He clung to the belief that he would make it out alive, that he would return home. Each step forward was a testament to his resilience and courage. Ryan's incredible journey was not just a physical ordeal, but a profound testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure and overcome. As Section 8, Captivity and Torture, a Test of Human Will. McNabb and the remaining members of Bravo 20 fought bravely but were eventually captured by Iraqi forces. They endured brutal interrogation and torture, their bodies and minds pushed to the very limits of human endurance. Yet, their spirit remained unbroken. They clung to their courage, their loyalty to their comrades, and their hope of freedom. Section 9. Legacy of Defiance, the Enduring Spirit of Bravo 20. Bravo 20's mission was a story of extraordinary courage, resilience, and survival against overwhelming odds. This elite SAS patrol was tasked with a critical mission during the Gulf War, one that would test their limits and push them to the brink of human endurance. The team, consisting of 8 highly trained soldiers, was dropped behind enemy lines with the objective of gathering intelligence and disrupting enemy communications. However, things quickly went awry as they encountered unforeseen challenges, including severe weather conditions, equipment failures, and relentless enemy pursuit. Chris Ryan's incredible solo escape is one of the most remarkable feats of endurance and determination in military history. After the team was compromised, Ryan embarked on a grueling 8-day trek to safety, covering over 300 kilometers on foot through hostile territory. His journey was fraught with danger as he navigated through minefields, evaded enemy patrols, and survived on minimal food and water. Ryan's escape not only showcased his exceptional survival skills, but also highlighted the unyielding spirit of Bravo 20, and the capture and eventual release of his surviving comrades added another layer to the harrowing tale. The captured members of Bravo 20 endured brutal interrogations and harsh conditions as prisoners of war. Despite the physical and psychological torment, they remained resolute, drawing strength from their training and camaraderie. Their eventual release was a testament to their resilience and the unwavering support of their fellow soldiers and the broader military community, stand as testaments to the indomitable spirit of these soldiers. The bond between the members of Bravo 20 was forged through shared hardship and mutual respect. Their story is not just one of individual heroism, but also of collective strength and unity. The camaraderie they displayed, even in the face of overwhelming adversity, serves as an enduring example of the power of teamwork and brotherhood in the military. Their story serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who serve in the shadows, often without recognition or fanfare. The members of Bravo 20 exemplified the highest standards of bravery and dedication, willing to risk their lives for the greater good. Their legacy is a poignant reminder of the cost of freedom and the enduring impact of their service. Memorials and ceremonies held in their honor ensure that their sacrifices are never forgotten and that their spirit continues to inspire future generations. And the enduring power of human courage in the face of adversity. The story of Bravo 20 is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It highlights the extraordinary lengths to which individuals will go to protect their comrades and fulfill their mission. Their courage, determination, and unwavering resolve in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges serve as an inspiration to all. The legacy of Bravo 20 is a beacon of hope and a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can prevail.